Well, let's see, eh? We'll try the Zeus shield. We'll just go Zeus then. Feel like swapping things up here. Still got a couple spears to fully upgrade here. Theme of the day, I think, is killing time. Just take all the time. Okay. I'll take it. So yeah. I mean, everyone needs a hobby, right? People have to do their jobs, I guess. I don't know what some people are doing for work or just not. Things are getting a little wacky here in the economy, and frankly, they'll get a little bit more wacky before they get less wacky. No, I'm not trying to scare people, but by a little bit wacky, I mean quite a bit wacky. I was at the coffee shop today, and the lady was like talking with this guy. He was like, "Yeah, even pickles are more expensive." And she's like, "I don't know why that's happening." And I wanted to just shout at her, like, "It's inflation because we printed a bunch of money because COVID and people panicked and they had to do something. And all the government knows how to do is spend money. So we printed gigantic sums of money. So we have inflation. And we also have supply chain issues because we shut down, I don't know, 40% of the economy. Like worldwide, China still got problems. They're still trying to do lockdowns because they've got a ridiculous zero COVID strategy, and which hasn't worked, obviously. So a video from Hui How or Why or something like that, which is, I don't know. He's one of those two white guys that lives in China. Oh, okay. That's definitely creepy. We'll do this. We're gonna try going for, if I haven't screwed up, pole lightning. Lightning rod. Okay. Possibly toss a little Poseidon in there. Yeah, hi. Let's see. I've been going all money lately. I'll start bribing Boldy again when I get my 100 nectar achievement here. Yeah. This really isn't bad. Try going for the trifecta with the sea storm, yeah? Okay. This will probably heal me just a little bit here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm a news junkie, so I know a lot about a few things and a little bit about many things. And I don't know, it bugs me when I'm pretty sure I know why a thing is happening, but can't explain it to the world. People are busy, right? And they don't care sometimes. I don't know. Well, it's a lot of stuff going on here. That worked though. So, knock away, will charge, armor. I do like dealing with armor for various reasons. You know, people are just trying to go about their day, and the average person doesn't know why pickles are more expensive or gas is more expensive. Yeah. Hmm. I could get a very powerful dash strike. Sure. I do think doubling up when you add in chaos is reasonable. Now, I don't know if these things multiply together or they're additive, you know, percentages. I understand math, but it depends how it's applied. Interesting that I can knock this guy back while armored with my shield. I think it depends on the enemy, you know? We'll do one flood shot and maybe some dash strike stuff later. I will do that. Yeah, the average person is trying to get through their life, you know? And they believe the government a good portion of the time. They're like, oh, help me. Give me some COVID bucks. Give me them COVID bucks. And you have runaway inflation. You know, you told people stay home. Now we don't have stuff. Of course, the biggest shutdowns were in China, and that's where we make stuff. And people just sort of, I mean, they sort of have this vague idea that, yeah, stuff's made in China, but no, seriously, like, all the stuff is made in China, just about. At least your average thing on the CPI index. Your toasters and your blenders and your iPhones and your this and that, your shoes. A lot of the clothes are made in Indonesia or wherever, but still basically China. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm not a huge fan of lightning here. I might go call. Attack could be as really cool if I did Sea Storm. Relatively weak. try to get a better rupture later. Yeah, because this doesn't stack. Not sure why you're laughing, honestly. Ow! That's a lot of buzzsaws. What do we got going here? So if you couldn't see most of that, that's where a little bit of rhythm fighting helps out. Just gotta get used to the timing of things. I don't think about that too much. You just gotta... How would I explain this? Maybe not worry about your eyes too much, I guess. Okay, I really don't want to get this later as a keepsake. I do want this to get Sea Storm and some other things. And we'll hope that we'll get Sea Storm combo wombos. I'm still happy to take a call. The Poseidon call is pretty good. An Artemis call wouldn't be too terrible, so you can pressure down Theseus and some of these people. Anyway, I hope I don't go broke. And get horribly bankrupt by me trying to do wacky things and inflation and whatever shenanigans they're trying to do. Or due to being idiots and inadvertently. It's really a combination, right? Pretty sure it's not just them. Because look, man, the government really can't protect you from a virus. They can't protect you from inflation that they cause. They can't protect you from a lot of things. Well, I really want to go for that speed, and I do recommend it. Wow, dude. It's not even a good quick reload. I'll take it. We're trying to activate rush delivery. As I mentioned several times, it's the best ability in the game. You usually do get 2 Hermes. And a little bit of speed will help me run away from bad guys as well. Hmm. I would say that hammer upgrade for Bull Rush does more damage to armor. Doesn't seem to be useful, but really it's just these guys have a lot of life points for whatever reason. There's our Sea Storm. Pretty good time to get it too. Go for a rush delivery. We've only got one dice left. But we've got Sea Storm. Only thing we might want else is that lightning rod. And not what I want. That wouldn't be bad, but we'll see what the dice gives us. Fantastic. Hmm. Well, it's kind of fun. This would be difficult to do on a time crunch, but not even impossible. Boy, this would be a decent call. But I don't really need a healing. Hmm. You know, this is actually a pretty decent bonus. Yeah, I don't need healing. Not the biggest buff in the world, but it's still 20% total, right? A little bit underrated. It's B tier, I would say. That's an ability, right? So this is the Zeus shield. That's why I've been taking this. Well, that's why I took it originally. I'm like, oh. It does so happen that putting the Zeus special on the Zeus shield that does the Zeus, well, special applied AoE is pretty good. It's interesting. I'm thinking the lore might have had Zeus with the shield back in the day fighting the Titans, but I'm not really sure. Of course, he switched to Lightning Bolt, and I'm not aware of any indication that he used both at the same time. Oh, he may have. Now, the Lightning Bolt was something created by the Cyclops, certain 3 Cyclops. We'll go Artemis. I hate I hate offending Artemis for some reason. Plus, it's a lot easier to avoid that snowstorm. Again, this is really not that bad. It's really only good if you fill up. We'll go here. Actually, the Blizzard's one of the better calls. I keep forgetting about it, but it's pretty good. Stop it. Yeah, looks like I'm hitting him with the lightning, even just hitting him with the regular attack, yeah. Okay, no Dusa. Dusa's pretty much the best, but I decided to switch it up. Hey! No dice, I'll take that now. So yeah, it was these 3 Cyclops, and the Cyclops were something like both a Titan and a God. They all seem to be interchangeable. I mean, this was saying Demeter was from older Titan stock, so all sort of nice. Okay. So the only things else I need is a decent call. Stuff like Jolt, hitting twice, all that nonsense is fine, but I do have all the basic keys to a really solid build here. Lightning Rod, Sea Storm. Okay, now I'm not sure if... Yeah, I think Sea Storm activates when you knock them away for any reason. But this does knock foes away. I guess if your normal attack doesn't. This knocks the foes away. I could even get a Poseidon here. Swap that out, but... kind of interfere with those extra... The extra dash strike from the Chaos boon. Okay, this guy's gonna spit at me. But not against bosses, because bosses don't leave or get bounced back, yeah? Alright. Oh, that's right. I've got Lightning Rod. So I can actually shoot him when he's shielded. And then just kind of ignore him. Now, are we going to go off the pier? Ah! That was highly amusing. Alright. I don't know if it was super, super amusing, mine, but... I guess so, dude. Oh. Now, we don't need Artemis because we got Artemis. I could keep this, which wouldn't be terrible. I feel like getting a Demeter, actually. We got a few of her abilities. The call would be pretty good. And then we can get Killing Freeze. So then we can get Killing Freeze, and the lightning nonsense and all that. Now I'm losing the higher chance of getting really good boons from Poseidon. But we should get... I think when you do one of these gods, you tend to get them a few more times, right? That's kind of how it works. You're sort of... Holy cow! Why are they so fast? I know it's because they got a buff. I think they've got a double armor buff. Or double benefits package, whatever you want to call it. Good lord. Those were some fast witches. Okay. I'd like to experiment some other time. Let's take our dashing wall up here. I like the way it looks, for one. Okay, so we've got dashing wall up, we've got extra damage here, and we've got a chaos doopadoo. So, bunch of stuff. Again, I don't know if these add up directly, probably 176 times, and all that. I've got basically no hearts, but we'll go here. Yeah, I don't know. Well, these are more reasonably speeded witches. Keep forgetting I have that. Oh my god, alright. Now, I do have to worry, or watch out. These guys can throw stuff through walls. Not too bad. Okay, here's our decent call. If we get a killing freeze, we'll be pretty happy. I think we'll go for the ambrosia here, and... Oh, it's these guys. That's right. I don't know if he appreciates that. Yeah, this gets buffed up, but I'm not quite sure why. I'm not complaining, of course. I think when he's depressed, it only does plus 30 life and 3 times. Okay, top priority. So we'll save our money. There's a whole bunch of abilities here we can get from Zeus. Yeah. Nothing I have to think about too much, honestly. I think we'll let the shards pop out and just... Man, he's fast enough, it's hard to just get your shield up. Okay. Also don't really feel like experimenting which direction I need to have my shield in against that at the moment. Okay. Yeah, he's, with extreme measures, he's really fast, actually. Problematically fast. Now he does the lunge, what I think of as a chip shot, because it knocks little pink chunks in 3 directions. When he does that, you can't just have your shield up, because he comes at you from other directions. Well, that worked pretty well. So here we are. Okay, this is actually one I was thinking of. Um, almost anything you get from him is pretty good. This should increase the range of those things. So yeah. About a year ago, I was thinking about maybe starting up some. Holy cow! Jeez Louise. Starting up a YouTube. I mean, I had one, but doing it as a thing and then like ranting about politics. But man, there's so many people ranting about politics for one. You know, come on. Mm, okay, I gotta get over this habit of launching the Demeter call wherever I get it. Lizard shot. Not something I'm super thrilled with. Ay, ay, ay. Rupture is decent. It's the weakest rupture you can get, but maybe I can get it palmed up. Palm it up. Need life more though. Man, have I mentioned that support fire combo wombos with the Shield of Zeus like really well? Doesn't actually do that much damage usually, but I really like having all those support cast arrows. I'm also a fan, for what it's worth, of support cast, support fire, of support fire, showing me where the enemies are. Sometimes they're hidden or they're just off screen. You'd think that'd be pretty minor, but it's pretty useful. One more? Sure. That'll pretty much round out our life for just sort of standard. Okay, I think we need 2. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's cool. So, I was pulling the shield back, and the shield hit a wall and bounced off. So it was like, ay, ay, ay. That's one heck of a trick shot if you can do it, you know, intentionally. Nothing I'd really give up here. Take more Zeus. Still looking for Jolt. Double Strike. I like Strike Twice, I think it's called. That's not a huge one. Jolt is moderately useful. More against certain bosses and some enemies, but it's a nice little buff. What I've got is pretty much all of the important stuff for this kind of build. I'll take the legendary if they're going to give it to me. So this should give an extra lightning attack every time a little lightning pops out of the shield, I think. Pretty good stuff. Boop a doop boop boop. Let's kill some guys. So, when you get to be a real pro like me, you want to think about whether you want to save your call abilities, your god abilities, or use them up right away. If you're doing Aphrodite, if you didn't know, you basically always want to use it up right away, or it's actually a lot less useful to let hers fill up. Because you get less mind control, and you get a little bit of damage, which doesn't matter. Now, oh, the Minotaur's almost dead. Cool. Now we just want to wear down Theseus. We'll let Demeter's ability do some work here. He's going to stand still, so I can go ahead and shoot him with these. And sure. That's what happens when you combat single-mindedly, right? So, hmm. Sure. We've got some passive damage, so we'll go with that. Combined with the shield, which is actually useful against most of what Dad does. Should be decent. I don't have a lot of defense, but I'm not too concerned about it. Like, what are these hands here? Like, do a lot of people die and turn into hands? Anyway, could get killing freeze, could get double knock around. There's a Zeus. We'll see what we get. No. Hmm? So this sounds good, but the knock away is my close range. I want to stay away. I'll do some damage here. We'll take the God Gauge. Most of the damage is actually going to be lightning, even if that activates because I knocked them away. Even if that activates because I hit them. Right? Okay. Shield's not super effective against rats, so I guess. Okay. Support fire and lightning is my... Oh, that's right, I have this. just sort of spaz out and hit everything around you. You'll hit any rats close by. That works. Water break. Alright. Gotta drink water, guys. Gotta stay hydrated. I do have to say I like the look of the Demeter ability. Full bar, yeah. Now, if you didn't know, you gotta kill the little rat, and if you don't kill the little rat, they summon more rats. So that's not so amazing. Do think the little rat has some shielding, but we'll go ahead and activate. Cool. Wow, that was remarkably effective. So, do we want plus 9% damage? Yes, because we've got passive damage. So that should pay off over exit wounds, which, now that I think about it, we'll probably hit a wall quite often. Now, you would think, because this is shiny, you would take this, but you instead want Killing Freeze. So here we are. This is, yeah, pretty much what I wanted. Knockback, Sea Storm, Lightning Rod, Killing Freeze with the call. The only thing that would be better is if I had a better way to activate Killing Freeze, but it'll be plenty effective much of the time. And for what it's worth, well, a pretty good build. For what it's worth, the Demeter is going to activate. It's going to freeze everyone, especially if you do the big one anyway, so... What I'm talking about is Killing Freeze needs to freeze all the enemies before they start taking damage, but that's not at all a problem. Now, there's a school of thought that we should buy other stuff. Because we might go see Dad, but that's relatively unlikely. Now, if you get... if you take Charon's buff token, there's a much better chance that you can face the final mission with lots of items, but... It's a playstyle. Yeah, so actually, I could have bought those extra items mainly for the special. Finished here and gone to see Dad. Now, for what it's worth, I will probably go through all the tunnels because I like to these days. Hey, come on. Not always, but often. See, good enough now that I can consistently get through those with minimal to no damage. So, is there a big advantage in doing so? Not really, honestly. We'll just go down. Heal if we are able to and need to, and just kind of beat stuff up. Excuse me. And so you got ball lightning, zaps, all sorts of stuff going on. A lot of fun. Okay. They're trying to stay away from poison darts. Kill him real quick. Not so quick. So this guy's got armor, which I did not see, and is a kind of a problem. Apparently he teleports as well. Oh, it's not a problem. Alright. So yeah, things could actually get bad. But get some money to help pay for that last pomegranate in the store, and get the one over here, and kill some stuff, and run around. Anyway. Yeah, I suppose society could be collapsing around us, but reminds me of that meme with the bell curve, right? The dumb people are like, don't worry about it. And the middle brain people are like, oh my god, no. And then the dumb, really, really smart people are like, don't worry about it. I don't know what to tell you. Have you ever been to MrMoneyMustache.com? It's like this rich guy that retired early and did all this stuff. Saved a bunch of money, became a landlord. Made a blog thing that, as he says, accidentally made a bunch of money. Now he's I do have to say, a bit of a pompous snob. You know, he's like, just drive a Tesla. He's one of those guys. But, I mean, he's got a point about not complaining, and there's always some way to get a better deal, or do a workaround, or save money, or live an alternate lifestyle. But he's had a couple lately where he's like, I don't know, the one annoyed me, and then he was talking about inflation. And he was like, see, inflation is only 5%. And I'm like, you fool! Because it's... Huh. I don't know, man. Well, CPI, which excludes food, gas, and housing. The Consumer Price Index. Which you'll note are all the important things. Man, that guy hits hard. And, by the end of last year, it was already up to like 7.6. So he looked at the inflation number early, and there's a guy in his... looked at some of the comments. This guy was like, oh, finally someone who looks at the real numbers and doesn't just guess and, listen to internet rumors. And I'm like, you fool, man. Official consumer price index is already 7.6%. That excludes all of the important stuff. Wholesale was at 10. And I gotta say, inflation's probably raising higher than that. And that's if you don't get a combo wombo with, let's say, increased gas prices and other energy restrictions, supply chain regulations, like, you gotta have clean diesel to go into the port at Long Beach for some reason, and all this kind of nonsense that really multiplies together to make things worse. Now, I'm not saying that, we're all gonna die and blah, blah, blah. I mean, we're mortal, so we are all gonna die. But what I'm saying is, we can talk intelligently using updated numbers without being either dumb or pompous. Yeah? Multiplicative. Better. So I do believe that's everything. I am tempted to Take the anvil. There's I could have swore there was a. I think there's a bug. There was an entry for the anvil. I'm not seeing it. I could have swore there was a one for the hammer guy and or the anvil. So I'm not seeing anything to kind of unlock here. This is an interesting looking one. Rare or whatever you call it down there in chaos only. Okay, well, let's do it anyway. Okay, so I got the pulverizing return anyway. So I don't know if I knock people away or not. Explosive returns, kind of like whatever. We can try it. So I wasn't going to experiment with knock away with the shield, don't knock away with this, but may or may not re-knock away enemies with the Poseidon ability that specifies that you knock them away. I don't know. But we'll do all our damage with lightning bolts, pretty much, and some winter storm action going. And we can block attacks, which is pretty cool. In the story of Ulysses, I think it is, with the Aegis. The Aegis is a animal skin. It's just kind of funny. Looks like I knock him away. I saw a lightning bolt there when I hit him. What I'm not sure about is, it looks like it hits him only once. So instead of hitting him twice with the dashing wallop and getting 2 lightning bolts from Sea Storm, I only get 1 lightning bolt from Sea Storm. Which is still, more lightning bolts than I can throw. But, yeah. Come here, sneak. Okay. There we go. I'm not even using the shield. Well, I'm sort of using my shield. Okay, I'm definitely using the shield. Okay. Just stand on the corner like a douche. Yeah, whatever. That's one thing I haven't fully figured out, whether I think it's better to... jeez. I'll call it a win. Still have mostly full life. Looks like I kill him too quick to use the call again here. Get out of here. I guess she's his... Oh. Yeah, she's the mother-in-law. Now that I think about it, right? See, the support cast does help. I think we'll go ahead and use the last couple of charges here. You should be dead before I get to use all of them. Okay. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, that was a pretty good build. Man, I never summoned the boys. Oh well. That was fun. Hope someone enjoys it. Oh, I'm procrastinating. Gotta do this, then do some editing, then do some more writing. I have to describe a lady who has a company to supply, black and gray sites for secret alien human organizations. Bit of a challenge. Eh, eh. Couple of themes left. It's gonna take a while. At this rate, I'm almost getting ambrosia. Yeah, I am probably getting ambrosias faster than I'm getting. Oh, I got two there. Nectars. She's kind of cute. Okay. Now, and I don't want to spend keys because blah blah blah. 10-to-1 ratio isn't great here. I've got something for 5,000. That's a theme. I have to get a bunch of keys and an absolute mountain of darkness. And we'll keep the dark foresight on. Well, I hope someone enjoyed this. I actually kind of enjoyed it. Think life might be good.